practice. They liked her. Before that, they knew little about her. Adam had always been a private person, Bill explained, where his personal life was concerned. And he had been from the time he started having relationships, so we didn't really know Katie until she came to work for us. By all accounts, when they weren't fighting, Katie seemed to make Adam happy. There were bumps throughout the relationship, but Adam was unwilling to share exactly what was going on. The Yoders grew to love and trust Katie. However, the idea of Adam and Katie getting married one day was not something Bill and Mary thought much about. Simply because their relationship was too up and down at the time, Bill Yoder explained. Still, Bill said, we were reluctant to hire her full-time because we didn't want to have any relationship issues in the office. A family-run business was difficult enough, even though Bill and Mary had figured it out. According to Bill, Mary and I loved working together. We were grateful we could do it. There were no husband and wife difficulties where running the business was concerned. But Adam had pleaded with his parents. It would be okay, he promised. Katie would focus on her work while in the office. Their personal life would be left outside the door. We finally said okay, Bill remembered. With Katie running the office, Adam pulled back even further when sharing anything about his and Katie's relationship, for good reason. Look, he told his parents not long after Katie started full-time, you've got this work relationship with her. Our personal stuff shouldn't have anything to do with how she's treated at the office. Fair point. The office hours were 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., Monday through Friday. The office closed between 12:30 and 1:30 p.m. every day for lunch. Doors locked, open/closed sign flipped around. Bill scaled back his hours as chiropractor almost completely during the summer of 2015, focusing on the books, taxes, accounting, payroll. He worked 2 days a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, and a half-day wherever he could fit it in. He still saw patients, but less as his retirement seemed to be beckoning. Mary covered the other days of the week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So dedicated to her work, Mary often drove out to nearby Amish country on certain days after working hours to provide treatment to the Amish. The horse and buggy trip to Utica was too far. Likewise, it was too difficult to arrange rides from non-Amish neighbors. And that was Mary, said a friend and longtime patient. She drove out to the Amish because they needed care. An accomplished potter and avid gardener, Mary viewed both hobbies as an extension of her life, not something she did to tinker around and pass time. She also became a Shackley Company rep, selling the products out of her office. According to the company, Shackley Corporation is an American manufacturer and distributor of natural nutrition supplements, weight management, beauty, and household products. Mary kept a little shop in the back office, where she sold pottery, health-centered books, and herbal supplies with lots of Shackley inventory always on hand. She was passionate about organic products and food. Mary encouraged friends, family, and patients to give themselves the best chance at a healthy lifestyle. Within her own life, a default lunch for Mary on those days she had forgotten to bring one from home was a Shackley protein shake. She kept a large canister of Shackley protein powder in the office refrigerator and mixed a smoothie when a craving hit. The simple recipe she favored never changed: almond milk and Shackley powder. As the summer of 2015 burned hot and humid in Oneida County, New York, Mary and Bill seemed to be on autopilot toward retirement. They were dividing the work week, with Katie Conley running the office and son Adam completely out of the picture. The Yoders had started to make plans earlier that year to sell the business and to travel. Life was as perfect as it could be, Bill said. 2. Cutting through the center of New York State, Mohawk Valley has a combined populace of about 650,000. Situated between the Adirondack and Catskill Mountains, its aesthetic wonder is impossible to miss as you trek through the New York State Thruway. That summer of 2015, Bill and Mary Yoder were actively looking